Today's video is sponsored by Raycon. Check them out using the link in the description below. There's nothing like fresh baked bread by the mom. There's just nothing like it. What's going on, guys? I got a fun little video for you guys. A story a little bit different from the normal videos of eating challenges, but one of my most requested eating challenges that I've gotten over the last few years is coming up in the next video. I wanted to take a different approach and tell this story on camera to my mother for the first time. I told a few friends about what happened and they all said, you gotta make a video about this. So here I am making a video about this, and I hope you guys enjoy the story. Also, the winners from the last video have all been chosen. They'll be listed in the description below, and all the prizes have been awarded. I hope you guys do enjoy the video, and if you do, give it a thumbs up.
So I came back to the unit to do work. I have my camera set up on one of my computer screens. Turned on the debate was about to start, so I have that open on one screen, and then in the corner of my eye, I see somebody going into my car. I'm like very confused for a second. I'm like, why did somebody just open the door to my car and go inside? I don't see your car or my dad's car or something like that where it's like, it would make sense where it's like maybe you're putting something inside, right?
We don't have the key.
I also was an idiot and I left my car unlocked. So don't do that, lock your cars. So anyways, I sprung up and I'm like, I run outside and I'm like, you know, I see somebody in my car, somebody I've never seen before. And I'm like, what the f are you doing? What are you doing? Get the hell out of my car. And the guy looks at me, he opens the door just slightly, and then he makes a move and I'm like, buddy, get the hell out of my car. What are you doing in my car? I'm gonna call the cops. And he's just like looking at me like all strange. And so he opens the door a little bit more and he says, I can't get out, can't get out. Just give me the keys and I'll leave. And
What?
As I said at the start of the video, today's video is sponsored by Raycon. Raycon makes these awesome wireless earbuds at about half the price of other premium wireless earbuds on the market. But even at half the price, they sound just as good as other top audio brands. And their newest model yet, the Everyday E25, is their best one yet. With over 6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth pairing, more bass, and a more compact design that gives you a nice, noise isolating fit. Now, we're never sure when we buy things online if something really is right for us. That's why Raycon has a 45-day free return policy. If they're not right for you, just return them. And to top that off, if you head to buyraycon.com/FuriousP in the description below, you'll get 15% off your order.
Yeah, he will leave with the car.
yeah, like he's just like, I'm just gonna give you the keys and I'll leave, you know, no harm will happen, right? At that point, I see like he's got a bag with him. And so, safety first, I'm like, I'm not gonna approach this guy. I don't know what he can do or whatever. I'm like, okay, buddy, you're not getting out of my car. I'm gonna go call the cops and you can deal with them. I close the door, I lock it, I go to the back of my unit, got the camera rolling on my phone so I can look at what's going on, and I call 911. And they're like, what's your emergency? Somebody is trying to steal my car right now. Right now, like, you know, usually I think people report it when the car's been stolen, right? I'm like, no, somebody's in my car right now and trying to steal it. And I don't want to approach them just in case they have something on them that, you know, a gun or whatever, right? I don't know what's in that bag, right? Maybe a knife, maybe who knows what. Talking with the operator, and I explain it, and they're like, what's your address? Okay, the police are on their way. Please, like, describe the suspect. And I'm like, first, I let them know that, you know, I have pictures of them from my security camera, just in case, but I explain he's shorter, brown, male, skinnier, wearing like black pants, a crew neck. Within 3 minutes, police came, which was pretty cool. They arrived really fast. But what was funny is that during this time when, like, from the time, like I said, I'm calling the cops, and I lock the door, and I go to the back and like I'm on the phone with the operator, the guy like was circling my car and went back into the car. He wasn't, like, I told him I'm calling cops and he wasn't worried. He wasn't scared at that point. Probably like a minute before the cops come, he leaves my car. The operator told me that the cops are there and you can go talk to them. I see him on the camera, and then as I open the door, I see them drive away fast, like they were looking for it. They're like looking for the description of the person that I just mentioned on the phone, right? About 3 minutes later, a cop comes up to my unit door, like knocks or whatever, because I didn't want to go outside. I didn't know what this guy was doing. Maybe he was around the corner, maybe whatever, right? They told me, hey, come outside. You know, we booked him, we got him in the back of our car. And I was like, oh, okay, great. And so he asked me like to look inside the car and see if anything's missing. So I look inside, the glove compartment is open. There's like stuff is like moved around everywhere. And so he asked me like, is anything missing? And I go, I don't think so. I don't really have anything valuable in this car right now and whatever, right? They asked me, did he have anything on him? And I said, yeah, he had a backpack. And he's like, oh, we got him without the backpack. And so they started looking for the backpack. They took a long time to find the backpack, like 25 minutes, 30 minutes to like find the backpack. Anyways, they ended up finding like a lot of drugs inside, MDMA and something else. And they said when they got him, like he didn't know what was going on. Like he was falling asleep in the back of their car. So apparently he was describing to the police officer that he was coming to pick up one of his buddy's cars. That his buddy's car was getting worked on and he was picking it up. And so he was so messed up that he came to this car, my car, and he thought it was his buddy's car. And then when he went inside and I told him to get out, he couldn't figure out how to get out of my car for like 2 minutes. Oh yeah. I mean, like he was taking, MDMA is like, it's like he didn't know what was going on, right? Wait, you know what MDMA is?
Not really.
And so he couldn't figure out how to get out. So they booked him on drug charges and all that other stuff. And I told the officer first, I was like, I'm worried that like if he was all there and he was trying to steal my car, that he'd come back later and potentially harm me, whatever. That was my first concern. But he was telling me he was so messed up. He didn't know what was going on, right? So he said, okay, I need to go finish with the situation and then I'll come back for a witness statement, just so we have it. And I said, no problem, sir. And so I go into my car just to see if anything else is missing. Like because I didn't really look, I was kind of panicked. In the time that we've had this unit in 6 years, nothing has happened. This is the first like exciting thing that happened. According to Mike next door, he was. I came over and you gave me like a fresh piece of bread, right? You just baked like your signature bread, So I took it. And so I look inside the car again and I'm like, where's the bread?
Bread is missing. Really?
Yeah. I'm like, where's the bread? Where's the bread? And so the cop comes back and I'm like laughing and I'm like, so you won't believe what was missing. My mom just baked me some bread. He's like, and his reaction right away is like, that was your bread? He's like, the one with like the raisins and all that other stuff inside? Because they caught him with it, so they had to break it apart and see if there was anything inside.
Sure.
And he asked me like, do you want it back? And I'm like, So really, this video is really just to ask you, can you bake me some more bread?
And so that's a story. And looking back on it, I really do wish he stole my 11-year-old car.